They will make you go to devilish parties.
We look to Satan as a symbol for standing up to tyrannical authority. To us, Satan is a symbol.
Listen to homosexuals and transgenders.
Prefers to be called, identified as Satan.
Show your biggest enemy as handsome.
What's your name?
Lucifer.
Extremely intelligent.
Just think of me as your guardian devil.
Confident to the highest degree with a great sense of humor.
Always pleasure.
Your perception of it as your enemy is a misconception. He is, in fact, loving and friendly. This is what they are trying to tell you very clearly in the Lucifer series. And not just in that, but in most animes, songs, movies, and series that all promote the same idea. Tell me, if you were in a deadly war, could you go to the battlefield without knowing which army you are in and who you are fighting with or against? The world we live in is the biggest battle, but you don't care to know who your enemy is. The real enemy, not the one shown to you by the media. The media is nothing but a machine of deception. It presents good as evil and evil as good. This is how they promote devil worshippers everywhere. They organize parties for them and even teach them to children in schools. This elementary school in California allows the establishment of a Satan club after school.
It's a self-proclaimed Satanic temple holding an after-school book club event targeting children.
The American judicial system allows the teaching of Satanism in elementary schools.
An after-school Satan Club, the Silicon Valley School District denied the club from the meeting at the middle school. But a federal judge said that violated the group's First Amendment rights.
All of this is an attempt to make you accept them and believe that they are friends, not enemies. They turn real friends into enemies. Listen to what General Michael Flynn, the first national security advisor to President Trump and the former director of American military intelligence, says.
This is Islamism. And it is a vicious cancer inside the body of 1.7 billion people on this planet. And it has to be excised.
Some people may say, why don't people live in global peace and all these wars and hostilities end? The answer is simple. Because you live on planet Earth. And the dream of an earthly paradise without evil, hostilities, battles, or enemies will never come true because good and evil are cosmic constants. That's why God said in the Quran, "Indeed, Satan is an enemy to you, so take him as an enemy." He wants to destroy you psychologically and physically. For example, when you attend their musical parties, sing and dance with them, you may think that you are at the peak of your happiness. What happens to you then is just a rush of dopamine and momentary euphoria. That's why you enter a state of depression afterwards. This is confirmed by scientific studies, and it applies to everything the devil tempts you with, such as forbidden relationships, drinking alcohol, and using drugs. All these momentary pleasures are followed by depression and psychological destruction. That's why the reason many young people convert to Islam is their experience with the black hole.
Hedonism is a black hole, and you can never fill it. You're never going to be able to have enough girls to be happy with girls. You're never going to be able to have enough money to be happy with money. You're never going to be able to, drink enough to be happy with drinking. Like, it's a black hole, and you can pour endless things down it, but you'll never fill it up, and you need to have some degree of self-restraint.
However, the global satanic ideologies will never tell you that because they don't want you to leave the herd. So, imagining Satan as kind and not considering him an enemy will make you take the worst psychological beating, and you won't know who is hitting you. Someone might say, why is he so hostile to us? Is it because, as they show in movies and songs, God wronged him and he is innocent? The answer to this question will make us go back a bit to the beginning of the story. God wanted to honor the children of Adam and commanded the angels, along with Iblis, Satan, to prostrate to them as a sign of respect. They had no choice but to listen to their Lord and prostrate, except Satan. He refused and arrogantly rejected God's command, asking how he could bow to a creature made of clay. So, from the beginning, he hated you to the extent that he became arrogant in disobeying God's command. Not satisfied with that, he even asked God to grant him life until the day of judgment. Can you imagine why? So he can repent to God? No. To atone for his mistake? No. But to lead you astray away from the righteous path and into hell with him. He promised to come to you from all places, by all means, and in all ways to deceive you, and make the wrong seem right and the right seem wrong, just as he did when he deceived our forefather, and as he does today with millions of people around the world. God knew all this, and wanted Satan to be an enemy to Adam on earth. God did not leave us like this without guidance. He sent prophets and revealed books to all previous previous nations. He made the Prophet Muhammad the last prophet, completing all the messages, and sent with him the Quran, which he revealed from the heavens, promising to protect it. Neither Satan nor his helpers can distort or change it, unlike other holy books. The evidence is that until now, no one, no matter how intelligent they are, has been able to produce even one verse like that of the Quran. If you open the Quran sincerely searching for answers to your questions, you will find them clearly in front of you, as millions of others have found. The sun's light does not need evidence for you to see it. When you come to Islam and become a believer in God, Satan and his helpers cannot control you. You become immune to evil. Listen to this Russian witch who says it is very difficult for sorcerers to cast spells on Muslims and influence them.
Does it mean that it's more difficult to influence a person if he keeps his thoughts in purity?
Yes, absolutely. When faced with various religions, it is very difficult to influence Muslims. They do namaz every day and read prayers on a daily basis.
A committed Muslim becomes immune and stronger than all the demons, both human and jinn, and they cannot influence him. As God said in the noble verse, "Fight the allies of Satan." Indeed, the plot of Satan has ever been weak. If you are a Muslim, know that following those works that promote Satan affects your heart, even if you know the truth. That's why God has forbidden listening to lies. If you are not a Muslim, know that there are millions like you who have lived for years inside the black hole, even worshipping Satan himself, but they have never found happiness. All you have to do is try reading the Quran once, and your life will change forever. If you have any questions about Islam or religions in general, please go to chatanddecide.com and have all your questions answered by knowledgeable scholars. Available to chat with you 24/7. Chatanddecide.com is in 9 languages and contains an endless library of Islamic material, and it's all 100% free.